What's going on, everybody? It's me again, Leslie Howard, and I am here to bring you a couple of updates about what's been going on since the new year. First of all, my birthday. I had a very enjoyable birthday. I went out on a date. I tried sushi for the first time. I didn't like it, but we ended up going out to eat Chinese food. He was trying to take me to a soul food restaurant, but come to find out that the restaurant was tore down, so he was kind of embarrassed. After that, we went to the movies, and what did we go see? We were so busy, like, trying to hold hands and playing around, we just never, I guess, really watched the movie. No, we went to go see, damn, what did we go see? We went to go see, Sing. Whew, thank y'all, because I struggled with that one. We went to go see Sing. Then after that, we kind of snuck into another movie, and we went to go see Underworld Blood Wars. Yeah, that's what it's called. So, all in all, even though I really didn't do anything special for my birthday for myself, and I have no friends, it was nice to be taken out on a date. The next thing I want to update you guys on is, I don't know if I told you, but I started taking prep I started taking the day after my birthday. And if you don't know what PrEP is a short acronym for pre-exposure prophylaxis. Yeah, try saying that 10 times. But it's the little blue pill, not Viagra. It's not Viagra, but it's the little blue pill. And what it does is it decreases. It's for people who engage in high risk HIV activities. It lowers your chances of being exposed to it. For people who are having sex, it lowers your chances by 90%. And for people who do drugs, like share needles and stuff like that, it decreases your chances by 70%. That's not saying that if you take PrEP, you're not going to be exposed to HIV. Everybody should still practice safe sex. Everybody should not share needles by your own. It's kind of like smoking weed, if you're going to pitch in, buy something. But I want to say that I had my judgments about people who started taking PrEP. When I first when I first heard about PrEP, I was thinking, oh, this is nothing but an excuse for people to engage in high risk sexual activity, so that way they can use a cop out. And even though that there is something now to help prevent HIV, it is not a cure. And also, you should also know that even if you engage in high risk sexual activity, you're not worried about HIV, you should still be worried about chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis. There are a myriad of STDs and STIs that still go around. So please, if you're going to practice sex, at least practice it safely. I have my own personal reasons for taking it, and I shouldn't assume. So if I really want to apologize for assuming, even though I never made this assumption public, I really want to apologize for assuming that people who take PrEP are just fucking around. One thing that I noticed about me taking PrEP is the side effects, which the side effects weren't long, but it was hard. Around about the third day I started taking it, I started experiencing like stomach pains, and they really, really hurt. Like, they were cramps in my stomach, and I was expecting, the nausea, the vomiting, the diarrhea. Didn't have none of that. Actually, my transition into the medication went smoothly. So this is my umpteenth day on it. It hasn't been a week yet. Almost a week, probably like 5 or 6 days. But the medicine is working well with my body now, and I'm gonna stick with taking it. If you're not sure how to get PrEP or how to get a prescription for PrEP, what you should do is what I did was I went to the nearest LGBT advocacy center to talk to them about what I should do to be put on PrEP. And what they did was they referred me to somebody else who gave me some tests, a physical examination, of course, and they also were able to hooked me up with a program that allowed me to be able to take it without really having to pay for it. The program pays for it until you get your own insurance, and then whenever you get your own insurance, that's when the payment switches hands. So it still probably wouldn't be on you, depending on your situation. I don't know. I can only speak for myself, but since I've been on it, it's been pretty straight. So if you know that you're going to engage in some kind of high-risk sexual activity or anything to contract the virus, I really suggest it. Another update is that school started back. Yeah. School started back. So now, not only... Oh, and I also started working again, too. I have a job at the school, which I am very thankful for, because even though Chicago is a big city, it's hard to actually find a job that you like. And I really like this job, so I'm going to stick with it for a while. And hopefully I can get another part-time job. But, yeah, school started back, and I'm already stressed out because before Sunday, which is... Y'all, I have a bad habit of, like, messing with my chest, even though I really don't have one. But, yeah, by Sunday, I have one 4 to 5 page paper that I have to type, and I have another 2 to 3 page paper that I have to type over a 66 page reading and a 27 page reading, respectively. So, yeah, there goes my weekend. Yep. All gone. And since I'm on the topic of school, let me just say this. PSA for your ass. Let me tell you, if you don't want to go to college, don't go. If you don't want to go to grad school, if you feel like 4 years or 5 or 6 or 10, depending on some of you, no shade, if you decide that your undergrad years were enough, don't be pressured into going to grad school. I'm not saying that I was pressured, but I didn't know that grad school required so much, and I think that it required a lot of things that I'm just really not prepared for. Plus, me being in a new city all by myself is kind of difficult when your support system is back at home. So, go to college. I mean, go to high school. Finish high school. At least finish high school. You won't get a good of paying job as you would with a bachelor's degree versus a high school diploma. But if you decide you want to pursue a high school diploma, pursue a college degree, undergrad, bachelor's, go ahead. I encourage that. Don't be forced to do it, because you'll put your ass in a whole lot of debt. Unless you just got money to blow like that. If you got money to blow like that, then baby, do it. But other than that, don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. I'm in grad school for forensic psychology. I don't know if I told you guys that. And it is hard as fuck. Like, I really can't fathom how one person can do so much work and not have a mental breakdown. Cause like I looked at the syllabus like, yes, she was telling me. This said 20-page paper in 2 weeks. I know you fucking lying. No, can't do it. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I'm just gonna exit this way.
Where are you going, Mr. Howard?
You assigned a 20-page paper in 2 weeks. I don't have the time to do that.
Excuse me, sir, but this is
Bruh,
my
Squirrel,
class.
you know what?
You will do exactly.
This shit was terrible. I was just... that's how crazy it is. I'm laughing. I'm actually quite terrified, even though I'm smiling. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some very sad news. In about a couple of days, President Barack Hussein Obama will be leaving office. I know I'm sad too, but we gotta stay strong. We gotta stay strong. We gotta stay strong, because you know what? Trump finna get in that White House and he finna fuck it all up. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody supports Trump. I really don't care if you support Trump. He's not my president. Barack Obama is still gonna be my president until 2020. But it's really sad. I think this is the only president. Well, I've only been alive to understand politics for the term of George Bush and Barack Obama. Because I was born in the Clinton era, I think. Yeah, I was born in the Clinton era. And watching the presidency trade hands from George W. Bush to Barack Obama has been great. So now for us to take that and go back 3 steps, an extra step past what Bush has sent us through, is kind of ridiculous. So it's sad to see somebody that is so inspirational, so smart, so damn Barack Obama fine. He wasn't fine when he started working in the office. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, he not cute at all. But baby, I don't know who Barack Stylist is. I don't know who or what happened. But Barack Obama became fine in Brown about his second election. He was fine as hell, and I don't need him to like get a fade so he can be bae all day. Michelle, I'm sorry. We can share something. But it's really sad to see him getting ready to go. He's gonna leave office on the 20th, I think. And then the Trump family will be moving in. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like Barack Obama should throw a house party or a block party. He should throw a block party right in front of the White House. A cookout, barbecue. Him, Michelle's mama and daddy, I don't know if they still alive. Whoever. There's just be one big national block party before he leaves the office. But yeah. So I'm going to keep you updated. And I don't know if anybody else is going to watch the inauguration of President Trump. Because if you do, let me know how that goes. Because I ain't watching it. Not at all. Out of sight, out of mind.
How you doing, everybody? This is Alex Jonte coming to you. I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. I want to talk a little bit about what the emotions best about love really meant to me. Honestly, in today's society, we really kind of see people just openly give the best of their love. And just listening to the lyrics of this like old school song, it's talking really about relationships, like pure relationships of both parties kind of going through the hard times separately, kind of being lured by wine and cheap tricks and people in the crowds. But out of everybody, that person that's pulled your attention finally gets the best of your love. And because they're the best form of themselves, they pull out the best of you, which gives them the best of your love. I think it's a great reflection. Like songs like this, if you think about it, are really kind of timeless because they speak to every generation. I mean, this is of course an old school song, and honestly, it still applies. Now the emotions from people around my age would recognize this song, but nobody would really just call out the emotions, right? But I mean, even the name, the emotions, that's what they're talking about, the emotions of love. I just think more and more often it's the best way to say it, we really find that kind of love. And a lot of these days we find people who are just measuring and calculating how they could utilize a person or figure out the best way that people work out for them, right? It's all about how can I benefit. And this song is really talking about being selfless, and when you're able to get to that place, or a person pushes to get you to that place, you are definitely growing. They talk about in the song, the love is growing every day. Even the best version of that love grows every day when someone pushes you to that point. It's a pretty amazing feeling. I personally have had the pleasure and being blessed with knowing what that kind of love actually looks and feels like, and I would encourage you as a youth to continue to, if not you have already found that, to continue to strive for that. You know, Dr. Maya Angelou always said, love again and again and always again. And this song really kind of makes that more pronounced, and I just think it's just an opportunity for all us just to give love. Start 2017 off right on a positive, optimistic note. So, from Alec Jonte to you, give the best of your love to each and every person that you meet. Bye, everybody.
Okay, so everybody knows that 2016 was a crazy year for memes. If you don't know what a meme is basically a picture that describes your current situation or feeling without you exactly being in the picture. Here's an example. Don't you just love it? Memes are a perfect way to describe your life without the drama, but the meme is more dramatic than the actual drama that you have going on in your life. You'd have to be a millennial to understand. But right now I want to talk to you guys about some of my favorite memes that my top 5 favorite memes that I probably used and overused and abused for 2016. And forgive me, I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm gonna post the pictures while I talk about them, but right now I can't post the pictures. Yeah, so ooh, I didn't know I could do that. But yeah, just bear with me. One meme that I know I have used and overused 100 times is the Chloe meme. And if anybody doesn't know what the Chloe meme is, if you look on YouTube and type in Chloe's side face or whatever, you will see her face. Her sister was excited about going to Disney World, and she made a face like, I can't do it. But here's a picture of the meme. And the reason I use this meme a lot is the same reason that she was making the face like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, bitch, what? Exactly. You know what? That's what it is. That's my bitch, what face. That's what the Chloe meme is. Do you remember on Real Housewives of Atlanta when they all went to Anguilla and they started talking about, what's that girl name? She's a singer. Anyway, they started talking about her dropping studio beats and everybody was just being messy at Anguilla at the dinner table. Well, everybody remembers the face Nene made whenever the camera framed in on her. Yeah, that's my petty face meme. And it's not so much as me being petty. Yeah, it is. It's just that a whole bunch of petty shit is going on in the group, and I just have to make that face because I'm entertained about what's going on. So that's my entertained by petty meme. Now, when I'm angry or upset or I really don't feel like being bothered with somebody, I use this meme. You see how she looks with the mace in her face? That's exactly how I feel at the moment. Like, I'm not telling you to get away from me, or I'm not even warning you. I'm just going to mace your ass and just let you know that I don't feel like being fucked with, or get away in a playful or a serious way. It depends on how you take it. Depends on how I feel. Yeah. Now, I don't know if anybody has ever seen The Grinch, the one with Jim Carrey in it, but when he was a baby, he made a certain face, and I use that face. That's my child face. Like, let me see if I can find an example on how to say it. Like, I saw Craig sneaking out of Portia's house last night. I would make that face like, child, like, ooh. That's my child face meme. Yeah. I love using that meme. I don't use that as much, but when I do use it, that lets you know that I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued about what's going on. I don't know if you guys know Countess Vaughn, but ever since she was on Hollywood Divas of, I think it's just Hollywood Divas of Atlanta. Maybe. I don't know. Hollywood Divas. Ever since she was on that show, she has just been getting attacked, and it's funny, but it's not funny at the same time. So when she was like, she said, "Eat your heart out, Golden, because I'm getting snatched." Ooh, that little face right there. Or I can't do it, but that meme. I use that meme whenever I'm saying, something small, or I'm being petty, or I catch the petty, and I really don't say anything about it. I just like using it. But those are my top 5 memes that I have used and overused for 2016. So if you ever message me on not Snapchat, if you ever message me on Facebook, or we're just casually texting, do not be surprised when I drop the meme in there. Because memes are life. Yeah. Okay, so one more thing I want to talk to you guys about before I finish this episode off is I want to talk to you about setting goals for 2017. Now, one thing that I've done to set goals for myself is I created a vision board. And I don't know if people know what a vision board is, so let me explain it to you. A vision board is something that you draw or create or cut out, whatever you want to do, however you want to use your creativity muscles. You can use that to set goals. And what you do is you draw, well, what I did was I drew 2017 in the middle, and around 2017, I drew spokes. Those spokes consisted of things that I really wanted to focus on in 2017. I'm looking at a picture of it on my phone. But those things consisted of pleasure, money, school, health, social, and things to remember. These are all the things I really want to focus on in 2017 because I feel like I was lacking on some of it and I lost sight of what I really wanted to do for 2016. So it was easy for me to be distracted because I didn't have a visual aid to help me out with focusing on what I really wanted to do and what I really wanted to work on in 2017. So I made a vision board, and it doesn't have to be real because mine is very basic. But there are things you can do. You can like draw whatever the fuck you want to draw, and then you can not normal people, because I'm not normal anyway, but what normal people do is they just cut magazine things out, like pictures of things that consist of what they want. Like, oh, I want a house. Okay, let me cut out this picture of this 6-bedroom house, but if I get an apartment, that's okay. But be realistic with your goals. Be realistic with your goals. There is no way in hell, if you got a credit score of 270, that you can get it up to 720 in a year. Maybe, I don't know. Very unlikely though, but be realistic. If that happens, hey, peace and blessings. But be realistic. So, I just want to give you some examples of things that I really want to work on. For example, school. I want to join an organization and club. I want to build networks, and I want to maintain a 4.0 GPA for the semester. Now, these things are attainable. The reason I want to join a club or organization is because number one, I don't have any friends. Number two, it looks good on my resume, which ties in with building a network. Now, see, with me building a network, I've learned in Chicago that it's not what you know, it's who you know, unfortunately. So I'm going to utilize my being in organizations to network, and being able to maintain a 4.0 GPA is going to be easier for me because I have a visual aid to always remind me, hey, you need to get on your hustle, you need to get on your grind. So that's going to work out with that. My second goal is money. And with money, what I want to do is save money, of course, because I really want to be, since I'm new to Chicago, I really want to have my own and grow into my own. Also, I want to be able to pay off my debts because student loans are a bitch. Refer back to like 10 minutes ago when I said Don't do college if you know you're not going to be committed to it because you will be in a massive amount of debt. Yeah, post a child for debt. And find my hustle, because I had a hustle. What it is, it doesn't matter at this point because I'm not doing that anymore. But I need to find another means of income because this world is cold. People aren't just gonna hand you things out the blue. Like, nobody's just gonna say, "Oh, here's $100," or here's $1,000,000. Smile. I wish, but no, it's not happening. So, another thing I want to focus on is health. Now, I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm diagnosed with type 1 bipolar disorder. And recently I was taking lithium. Now, what lithium is a mood stabilizer. And it's supposed to, since bipolar is a chemical imbalance, it's supposed to counteract with the imbalance that's taking over. But unfortunately, the Chicago system is not real keen on helping people stay on their medication by not providing it to them. So I'm off my meds right now. So one thing I want to do is be able to take care of my diagnosis without medication. Another thing I need to do is work out because if I could show y'all my motherfucking stomach right now, I feel like I got love handles. People say I don't, but I feel like I have love handles. And I feel like I'm getting, bigger in the middle. So I really want to go to the gym, work out at least 2 times a week. I should say 3, but me being realistic, I know I'm not going to do 3 times a week. So I'm going to start off with 2. If I do 3, great. If I do 4, awesome. If I do 5, amazing. But I'm going to stick with 2, and I'm going to just increase my goal by then. And then I want to eat healthier because me being from the South, I cook everything in either grease, cooking oil, or sugar. So I really want to work on being able to eat healthier. Another component I want to work on in 2017 is being social. Now, everybody knows that I'm a social person, but I really gauge my attitude and how social I am on how my first interactions with people go. And I hate to say it, but I feel like I can tell from when you're walking towards me by the time you speak if I'm going to like you or not. So I have to learn how to calm that down. So I'm going to start off by stopping blocking people whenever I meet them, because as soon as I meet somebody, I have my guard up. I know the shade and the petty comes out automatically, and that's sad, and I really need to work on that. And also, I need to embrace romance. Oh, we're not going to talk about that. Then my favorite spoke is pleasure. Oh, because let me tell you something. It's 2017. I'm trying to do some new things, baby. So one thing I want to do is take more dance classes, because me being in Chicago, there is no reason at all I should not be involved in somebody's dance class. So I really want to take advantage of that because I didn't really have that. Well, yes, I did. I was privileged enough to have it back in Tennessee. But I really want to focus on it more here in Chicago because it's greater here in Chicago. Another thing I want to do is get out more. One thing I didn't do is here in Chicago is get out because I don't have any friends to go out with. And that kind of hindered me and put me in kind of like a depressive state. Like I don't have shit to do but go to school and go to work. So I want to do that as well. One more thing I want to do is travel more. Since I was able to drive from Tennessee to Chicago, who knows what else I could be able to go? Whoa, I fucked that sentence up. Who knows where else I can go? There we go. There's actually a nice little retreat I want to go on pretty soon. So I'm going to save my coins up, referring back to the money spoke, and I'm going to see what happens. And finally, things to remember. One thing I need to remember is to do what makes me happy, because I find myself in situations where I'm pleasing other people and not myself and the decisions that I make. Mentally, that doesn't do me any good because that puts me in a position where I'm in a zone of regret, and I'm in a zone of I've wasted my time. So I really want to do things that make me happy. And finally, not give a fuck about what anybody says about my decisions. I know I stretched that, but I'm going to stretch it out some more because it was in a certain plane of existence that my give a fucks were in. that the other fucks weren't there. So I'm just gonna take those fucks and put them in another box and just ship them off somewhere. I don't have them. Yeah. But that's it for this week's episode. Tune in next week. You can follow me on social media. You can find me on Twitter. One thing I like to do is answer you guys and ladies' questions. Why can I not fucking talk? I want to answer your questions. So if you have questions that you want to ask me, no matter how personal it is, I cannot talk. No matter how personal the questions are, I will try my best to answer them. So if you would be so kind as to drop a question in my Twitter DMs or my Snapchat or my Facebook, I would very much appreciate it. As always, thank you for listening to me speak. Thank me for speaking. Oh, and also, there's a nice little video that I'm going to put at the end of this. Check it out because it's a contest. Yeah. I'm going to start doing contests now. Yeah. So, check the video out, okay? So, see you guys later.